Friday night. Winston Cup action at FSB Racing. We're ready to rock at Rockingham. I got my partner in crime, the man, the myth, the monster, Milt Minter Jr. How you doing, bud?
What's up, man? Friday night. Let's get some. How exciting. 23 cars, I believe. Gonna take the start tonight.
Yeah, we got a great
Awesome.
field at a great old track. It's absolutely criminal that they don't race here anymore, but we're keeping it alive here at FSB. And we got a familiar face on the front row there, and Slim Jim Gately in the 23 car, but who's that stranger on the outside pole?
Ken
Skijay?
We call him Skijay.
Ken Shea.
The legend, the 91 car.
Let's see if we can find him on the track, actually.
One of the best that has ever raced here. And, of course, Slim Jim Gately, after missing 2 weeks out on vacation doing life, he's back. He hasn't lost his touch, obviously.
There's the Super B, the Flying Hawaiian. Ken Shea is back. So, man, that's going to be one to watch tonight. Might break up the monopoly that the 3 and the 23 have had this season. Row 2, look at Will Farmer go. Brings that 2 car to inside row 2, third spot.
The youngster is just improving with every race. This is a hard track.
It is a very difficult track, a tire killer. We'll get more into that as we go along. His teammate Ed Fowler on the outside in the 05, recently retired law enforcement officer. Got Dan Jones in the 007 in P5. And Milty's racking up the Miltisms already. Dave Simons in the 02, Brian Lamb 09, brings him 7th. TG Reese coming off a strong truck run last night at Phoenix, starts at 8th. Good to see him back on the track. Got Pops Margison in the 99, our Tuesday night winner here at Rockingham in the Chicken Run. So he's looking to back that up with another strong run tonight.
Go, Pops!
And John the Dog Palmer rounds out your top 10 in the number 108 Camaro. Got Bill Farmer, Bob Dixon, Ryan Johnson. I'm kind of echoing on your end there, Milty. Steve Weber starts 14th. Jeff Habbick brings a 101 to 15th starting position. Perry Bond in the 60. The 00, Francis Dittman starts 17th. Evan Castle in the 55. Brad Otto in the Marines, number 31, starts 19th. And we got another lost sheep returning to the flock here in the 17 car. Troy Null. T-Roy is back.
From Stockton, California.
In the Fireball Thunderbird.
Alcohol salesman.
Would that make it a Firebird? No, that's copyright infringement.
He doesn't roll on anything he doesn't sell because he's an alcohol salesman. So if his company changes the company, then he retires that car. So he'd be selling the Fireball, and that's some good stuff, by the way.
Well, now we know why you like him so much.
Oh, yeah.
That's your hookup right there. You got Smokey Sam Young will be starting... he'll be starting behind T-Roy there. As you know, Den and Camera 2 won't be starting. And Ken Hansen and Mark DeRocket DeSenza taking provisionals, and we'll be starting at the back of this one.
Very interesting. Mark with a huge points lead. Maybe, this is obviously a strategy move here.
Maybe he missed qualifying. Maybe he just wrecked going out there for qualifying.
Could be. Yep.
I think that might be one of the tracks where you can speed on pit road under qualifying. So that could have been it too.
Well, I wouldn't count him out from the back, from the rear, and he's in the rear with the gear right now, but... This is Rockingham. 158 laps tonight. Definitely, turns 1 and 2 are banked 22 degrees. Turns 3 and 4 banked 25 degrees. Really a tire wear monster. 1.017 mile D-shaped oval. So basically a short track.
It's considered an intermediate. It's an oddball. It's one of the ones I absolutely love because of what you mentioned. The different shapes at the different ends absolutely destroys your tires. This place is notorious for that.
And
but it's also
still
very fast.
Oops, sorry.
It's okay.
Cars are really loose at the start here, so with cold tires, have to be careful.
Yeah, the part that gets people in trouble, especially on cold tires, is the middle and exit of turns 1 and 2 there.
Just
if you're going to see an early caution, if you're going to see an early caution, that's where it's going to be.
The crowd roaring. Man, they're really excited. Heck, there's more people here than was at the truck race.
Hey, they're excited to see Ken Shea come back. I'm excited to see Ken Shea come back, and we are green as Slim Jim leads him to the flag.
Step yourself into a Slim Jim!
And we are 2 corners and 3 Miltisms into the night.
We have a car on pit road, leaving pit road. That's Brian Lamb.
Brian Lamb must have missed the start.
He's going to be looking for a caution. Will Farmer up in the P2 here. Got around Ken Shea, the veteran. Ken Shea has won more races than this kid's been years he's been alive. That's for darn sure.
Well, it only takes 17 for that.
Yeah, he's probably won a lot more, but I don't have that information right next to me.
Yeah, probably. Ken Shea is an excellent driver, but he knows what's up at this track. He knows to take care of those tires. And, oh, looks like something going on back in the pack there.
Dave Simon's around, Ed Fowler. Mr. Bojangles dance.
Ryan Johnson was also on pit road. I just saw him exiting, and I don't know what that was all about.
Take a look at the scanner. Ryan Johnson pit in. That's basically all they're talking about. Not sure why. I'll have to see if we can get some information on that during a caution.
I'm tracking that down right now.
John the Dog Palmer and that beautiful Camaro settling in 9th place there. F4 Phantom weapons operator. That's probably not the right terminology. He'll slap me for that. Come on, monster. Gotta get that together.
It looks like Ryan just did not go.
We got a problem here with the 05 of Ed Fowler. He must have had a close call or something because several cars got by him and he's going backwards.
Yeah, Ryan Johnson, I went back and watched him on the start. He did not get going well through 1 and 2, and then just went straight to pit road.
There might have been something. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to definitely see if we can...
Oh, I think I know what happened. I think I got it. Hold on.
Okay.
I think he got black flagged.
The old BF. Hate it when that happens.
I think Lamb was supposed to be there. Yeah, Lamb was in 7th place.
Yeah, so they must have got missed where they were at, lining up, and both of them got black flags. That makes sense.
Well, Lamb was on pit road.
One, Jeff Habak is really warping right now. Usually, a lot of times he's running in the motel, working out of town, doing towers. He seems to be settling in right now. All over him is Steve Weber, the big cactus, and the boss, Sam Young. They're losing ground to the leaders here. Ken Hansen, way back in 18th, just without any practice, showed up late. They had some team issues there. Francis Dimon now in 18th is, and Troy Knoll from Stockton, California, there in 19th position. He's definitely taking a look at Francis, and he makes the pass. Nice pass. Been a while since he's been racing, so he hasn't forgot. That's for sure. Evan Castle, P20. Brad Otto, 21st. Ryan Johnson, 22nd, getting around Brad. U.S. Not getting around, getting back in. Lamb caught back up to 23rd, so he's got that draft of those guys. You guys obviously need to. Oh, there's big contact. Ooh. Brad loses it and gets into the side of Brian Lamb.
Well, 83 and the 101 also got together.
Like the U.S. Marine car there just lost it. Going backwards as the leaders go by. Very precarious here. Blowing down for caution. The caution is out. Mark DeSenza all the way up to P12 already. Looks like there might be a little damage. Maybe not. They're trying to get lined up here.
Here's what happened with Brad Otto.
Under caution here now. NASCAR's trying to get the scoring and timing scoring right. It's these shorter tracks. When you got cars spinning and cars unlapping, everybody going down pit road, looks like.
So it looks like the 31 and the 9 was a warp
59
issue.
Stays out.
31 blinked out and the 9 slammed into him there, so all she could do. But at the exact same time, the 101 and the 83...
Championship later.
Yeah, you'll see here at the exact same time that was happening right in front of them. You have this. Jeff Havoc goes into 1, gets it loose right in front of Webb. Hopefully Webb didn't take much damage in that, and he'll be okay.
Oh, cars down pit road, close. Dave Simon's right out to the wall, battling with the 007. Great action on pit road for these leaders.
Meanwhile, Two-Car has picked up the lead on pit stop.
The young man, great pit stop there. It is not beyond reproach that he could get him a win here. We've seen the talent, we've seen the maturation, and also just the maturity already there. Definitely well-raised young man and got skills too. But he's got that guy behind him there in that red car. Oh, man. You don't want to see that.
Yeah, we got Ed Finley checking in on the chat. Hey, where are you, Ed? You're not in this race.
Ed's freezing over there on the east coast.
Well, he's not all that far from me. Yeah, it's cold. We got about 5-6 inches of snow. Our kids were off school today.
Our buddy Ken Soska was there on work and is showing us pictures of snow outside and sleet.
Ed's painting. Okay, painting a house or inspired by Den and getting your Bob Ross on.
Mas tequila.
Warmed by tequila, of course.
Tequila. Ken Shea up to third there. Let's take a look. This guy is, is a champion and multiple race winner. Just always, when he suits up, he's always an instant factor. It's great to see him back. Life gets in the way sometimes. Got to work. Great to see him back, and we know he's in that bumblebee. Got That's a meltism, isn't it?
If you
Pace car is
insist.
off. That's Bumblebee, like, Transformers.
You can totally. You should audition for Michael Bay. He can replace his Foley department with you.
Well, I could tell you some stories there because actually my stepbrother worked with him, Michael Bay, before, but that's for another time.
Yes, indeed.
Oh boy, they're all over the youngster. Will Farmer in the lead.
Welcome to the big leagues, kid.
These two guys here, man, behind you, they got a lot of experience. See, the two is really handling well here, and that bodes well with his qualifying and just lap times. Definitely, he's doing that with ease, so he's not out on a limb here pushing it.
Well, it's really tough to.
Very comfortable.
Yeah, it's tough to have just the right patience here, not
Jim
to push
down
it.
On the bottom.
And, he'd do well to just fall in line here and follow these two because
Absolutely,
they know how to take care of their car, how they can take care of their tires. Just what laps to run here. Brian Lamb looks like he's been to pit road again. Just not a good night for the San Diego native. I already charged you for that one. Cut it out.
I just like making that noise.
We got Derby Don McCortson checking in the chat. Thanks.
Derby, what's
Derby
up, man?
from the Frozen North checking in from Facebook. Brandon Proctor on YouTube.
On the overall wins of the oh gosh, I can't remember.
Pro Cup?
The Pro Cup All-Star race, the ass. Looking at a couple trophies right here, but dude has passed me for the overall wins of those, and that is a great race. Coca-Cola Speedway. Derby Dawn can roll, folks.
We have a caution back on the track as Mark DeSenza moves in the 9th place too, after starting shotgun on the field. I'm not sure what brought this one out, but I will go find it, as that's what I do.
Welcome, Brandon Proctor. Yeah, didn't see that, definitely. I start talking, and I don't do my job.
Looks like it was a 60 car.
Oh, I'm sorry. We got about half the field pitting, half staying out here. Good call. Maybe.
I want tires every time. But here we got, looks like the 60 just nudged the 143 of Bob Dixon, got himself up into the marbles, and looped it solo. Didn't collect anybody, but caution comes out. Ooh, Jeff Havoc drifts to get around him.
Perry had a huge run, and he had the draft of the car behind him pushing, and it looked like maybe the car in front of him there might have got a little loose. Hard to say, but because that closing rate was... obviously, he didn't want to do that,
Yeah. And we got, got Sun Jam coming off first. Ooh, I'm thinking Mark DeSenza must have just taken 2 tires, because he just came out 2nd place.
Let's
At
take
least
a look.
amongst the cars who pitted. No, he had to. There's no other way.
Right side tires for the 3 only, but the way he was positioned, he had a slow exit getting around the 9, but of Ken Hansen, but still, they were both in their stalls legally, but still with those 2 tires gained huge track position. Action already, boy. Just
all
ducking
these
and driving, mixing it up.
Look at all these cars in front of Slim Jim now. 31 of Brad Otto is blinking pretty bad.
1, 2, 3, 4, United States Marine Corps. But you got to watch that. Watch that ping. It could be let me take a look. I will take a look at what I'm seeing on the connections. And actually, I'm seeing Dave Simon struggling a little bit. Harry Bond is gone. Something happened with Perry Bond. He just disconnected, so
I guess he
his
took a
race
spin
is over.
and connected. Disconnected, rather. Yeah, I mean, I don't think that was 2 for him, so he didn't have to do that.
Red Auto's looking good on the internet quality as we speak. Dave Simon's at 49, definitely struggling, but we haven't seen that in our view, so interesting. Not quite 100% accurate when you're not in your own car. Your own ping is your most accurate representation. Cam Young slowly creeping up there. The 2 lost some spots there on that pit stop. That's okay. Oh, actually, no, he was already behind them, so let's see what these leaders can do here with no tires and a few laps. Their tires are going to be a little bit warmer, so they should be able to get to going. Boy, Dave Simon's way out there to the outside. 91 just a rocket away, and that's what he does when he's a leader. Ken Shea, when he's a leader, he is a beast.
And we're slowing for caution.
Caution
again.
is out.
Perry just checked in, said he's sick tonight, so I guess he just wasn't feeling it after the spin.
Bummer, bro.
Yeah, I feel better, buddy. I think my oldest is coming down with something too, so I expect that to tear through the house.
Perry's had an outstanding couple of seasons here competing and at the highest level and having a lot of fun. But when you don't feel good, it's like, heck with it. It's Friday night. Been working all week. Believe me, after this race, I got sleep on my mind. That's sure.
Well, I found the source of our caution, and it was right on turn 1. We're right on board with Ken Hansen here, as he starts behind the 55 of Evan Castle. And I don't know what happened with Evan, but I don't think Ken expected him to be that slow when he got to him. And he just got into him.
Brandon Proctor's asking who is the favorite. Generally, this season, it's been the 3-car Mark DeCenza and Slim Jim Gately. But tonight, we got that stud in the 91 car. I would have to say those 3.
Yeah, it's
wondering, Brandon, have you done sim racing before? Are you interested in driving or just checking out a live broadcast? Because they can set you up here big time, get you all the things you need, point you in the right direction to get on the track here. And Friday nights the league has all different kinds of divisions. Friday nights are, rookies can run. So
absolutely open to all applicants and members. We take all skill levels here. And we got the FSB divisions for people to get their feet wet in the Pro and the Cup Series. Separate the pros from the FSB drivers.
That guy in the 91 there, Brandon, he's pretty good.
Absolutely.
The Super B, the Bumblebee.
Well, we're going to ride on board with one of the best in the business, Slim Jim Gately, in that number 23 Slim Jim car on this restart. See what it looks like from his point of view.
down the back straight right now. Lights are off, so you know pace car is going to be exiting. Got to keep good spacing. When the lead car goes, you go. You also have an advantage in this game of seeing the flag go.
Well, I go on the radio
usually they start
crackles.
second gear here, usually.
No, first gear works on this set. There you go. Green flag in the
Yeah,
air.
it does sound like first gear. Gives you a little jump. Sometimes you worry about the wheel spin, but a little bit less horsepower in these cars.
Oh, and Ken Shea is
Ken Shea
around. And the yellow is back in the air.
Caution is out. Wow. It's very uncharacteristic. That shows you how hard it is. That thing just got loose on him. Ken Shea knows one speed, and that's pedal to the metal.
Well, this is following the usual trend for a large field at Rockingham. You know, we start out with a bunch of cautions, and then once it settles in, we have nice long green flag runs to the finish.
Did King get into the wall there, or?
I don't think he. Touched it too hard. If he did, I think he just spun gently to the inside, so he should be okay. He's got to dock himself an incident. We get 2 here at FSB, and then he got to park it after the second. But so he's gonna have 1 to his ledger, but the car should be okay.
Only 1 lap. All these lead cars with the track position, you got to stay out. 91 smoked your tires there. You got to pit, and he does. Pull those fenders out if need be. Good save right away there. He slammed on the brakes, looking from the Slim Jim. Snap yourself into a Slim Jim in-car camera.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll try that again. Try and get a clean start this time.
Well, we've seen a lot of green flag racing this year, but races ebb and flow, and we all know the saying, cautions breed cautions.
Yeah, in Rockingham, it's one of those tracks everybody's got to get in their rhythm first.
Mm-hmm.
And people have a hard time finding it at the start of the race. And this is a great setup, though. I love this Rockingham setup we have. These truck physics, 88 cars.
You have to have a setup that will turn, But when you have a setup that will turn, you've got to let it come in. But the pace these guys are running and pushing, every time you got to bring it again, and each restart is different, and feel the tires and track position you have your car in with what's going on around you. PG Reese up to P2 there.
This also
pit.
This also gives me a opportunity to talk about some people who've benefited from all of this, or at least just one, as I go find them. It's right there on your screen, number 59, Ryan Johnson. After whatever happened to him on the start and having to immediately duck into pit road and lose a lap, he's back on the lead lap, so he's benefited from the lucky dog, and now he can go back to running the race as he planned it. So that's why you stick with it. That's why you don't give up, and I know Ryan, he knows the way it goes, so now he can get to business.
Brennan runs F1 cars. Is that
Grand Prix Legends?
Grand Prix Legends you run? That's a derivative of this. Obviously, you probably know that. That's some bitchin' stuff right there.
Yeah, the GPL engine is still at the core of what we run here at NASCAR 2003. In fact, I joke that sometimes in wrecks that it reverts to the GPL engine, because I swear, sometimes when these cars flip, they act like they've got rear engines.
Well, yeah, and like you know, I ran GTP for years. You know, got a few championships there, and
Just a few, just a few.
just a few. But you know, when you wreck the car, the smoke comes out the front. You know, because it's a
Yeah,
mod. It's like
yeah,
the it's in the back, isn't it?
yeah. Some things
Or
they
mid.
are hard coded and hard to change.
But you know, it still was that was so cool. You know, I mean,
Well, the GTP
uh,
mod is everything a mod could and should be, but
oh my gosh.
we know what happened there, and we won't rehash that story.
Yep.
Alright, let's get on
Pops
board Slim Jim in the 23, as he looks to move back to P1, getting around Pops Margison in the Scotch Blue Ford. And we're gonna watch the pace car duck off, and now we're gonna think green.
Mark Desenza from rear in the gear to P3. He's back with his teammate here. The two dominant cars of the year, of the last couple of years. In the fourth gear down the back straight.
Bill Farmer gets loose to the inside, but holds on to it.
No brakes here, just lifting. Roll. Every time you might tap the brake is if you think you're going to run into somebody.
Absolutely.
This is lift. Use that banking, plant that right front.
Oh, Pops is loose, and he collects Slim Jim.
Contact, Slim. Scrapes against the wall.
Oh, car's in the air.
And he's rolling over. He got hit from behind. And
They're still wrecking.
Look at his rearview mirror.
It is the big
gosh.
one.
That's the big one. Steve Weber upside down. You can see that in the mirror. That's what it's like, folks. And Slim's on fire. Come on, get out of there. And he's done. He's out of the car, and he's okay. Oh, my gosh. Wow. From second place to done, just like that. He did what he had to do, but the car's behind. Crammed into the back of him.
Yeah, I've got it called up here on camera 2, and we'll watch this carnage unfold. See, once again, Pop's loose. Not much Slim could do. In fact, at this point, Slim's okay, but then Dan Jones, the 007, gets loose. And it is just a parking lot.
Hard to slow down at that speed, and they all start crashing. And oh my gosh, look at that. Slim doing the bunny hop in the pea patch.
Yeah, and bunny hop in the pea patch.
That's an old Chick Hearn thing there, if you're a Laker fan and old like me.
Well, I'm neither. Gosh. I mean, I'm old, but not as old as you.
Mustard's off the hot dog, bunny hop in the pea patch. He's yo-yoing up and down at the 3-point line. The great Chick Hearn. The two cars in there, and opportunity for the youngster.
Yeah, opportunity knocks for young Will Farmer there.
Oh my gosh.
We've got Slim Jim in the booth with us now.
Slim, are you okay, man?
I think I've got a crick in my neck.
You gonna sue?
Thinking about it.
That was brutal,
okay,
Slim.
So you got State Farm or Farmers, you know?
I don't know if it's gonna matter.
That was brutal. Glad to see you're all right, but tough break there, Slim. After coming back from your little vacation there, not the night you were looking for sure.
No, I thought I had that low line there, and I guess Pops got loose and spun up top or something and came down. I'm not really sure, but I think that's what happened.
Yeah, that's what happened.
He was. I saw it. I was actually on board with you and had the picture-in-picture camera on Pops, and I saw him all the way through the corner. He was starting to creep around. He was basically dirt tracking it through there, and once it finally broke, he just had nowhere to go.
Yeah, 007 saw it happen and tried to slow down, and he got loose, and then they all stacked up.
Yeah, I don't know if Dan got help or if he just got loose, but when there's cars wrecking in front of you on cold tires, you let off, the car just shoots left off that corner.
Just a bad And man, like I said in the broadcast, you did the bunny hop and the pea patch right there.
Well, look, something had to happen to me so Mark could win this race. So I gave him the race.
Well, this could be Ken Shea. This could go Ken Shea's way, and man, Will Farmer's looking good out there tonight.
Yes, he is. He's looking really good.
Yeah, so you've been working with him quite a bit, and plus, even though he's a young guy, he's really the talent is obviously there.
Oh, he's man, he's a talent in the making. He didn't show up last week for the class, and I was hoping he would. I'm getting an echo here, man. It's really hard here. Somebody's got
It's
a mic or
melty.
something. But anyway, he showed up the week before for New
If I can
Hampshire,
fix
and
that.
and I worked with him the entire hour and a half. He was the only one that showed up. So by the end of the class, he was doing pretty well. But I knew that track would probably bite him because it usually is not too kind to rookies,
No, it's not kind to me. I've been doing this for 18 years.
Well, I used to go to your classes too there, and as we go back green again here,
Dave Simon's up front in the O2 car.
and sometimes it didn't always help the first time. It took time, but I know one of the wins I got at Bristol was definitely a result of what I learned from you. That's for sure.
And
Well,
don't look
that's cool.
now, but here comes the 59 car. Hey, you're his teammate. Did you hear what happened on the start there? Did he get a black flag initially?
Yeah, he said that Brad did not come out onto the track right before when we come out to the track to start the race, and he got a black flag for passing him.
So Brad loaded in but didn't roll off pit road?
Right.
Okay, yeah, we might have to clarify
I don't
that
know
for
if
people.
I think his slot was completely empty. I don't even think he was there, but it was just a really freak thing.
Could have been a
That's what I thought. We also noticed that Brian Lamb seemed to have missed the start.
Wow,
So that might probably the same thing.
these
Probably
guys are getting it. They're not worried about another caution. They're battling throughout the field here. Wow.
Yeah, Sam Young charging forward. As
Yes.
you see, Mark DeSenza gets around the 91 and sets his sights on the O2 car.
Well, look, I'm gonna let you guys call this race. I was sure hoping to be around at the end to have a shot at the win, but it's just not the night,
Yeah,
So,
you had a great car and you were coming. That's racing, bud. Yeah.
Well, hey,
Yep,
Slim,
been
you're
there.
welcome up here anytime, although I know you prefer for it to be after the race. Hey, things happen, but thanks for checking in with us, buddy.
Yeah, I'm sure you had great on your vacation, and you came back ready, shooting for the win. So we'll see you next week.
All right, guys, have a great broadcast.
Yeah,
All right,
bud.
thanks, Slim.
It's slamming Sammy up to P4 there.
Well, he's in fifth. We got Ryan
fifth,
Johnson in
yeah,
fourth.
he's-
Oh no, the curse of the broadcast. Got both farmers, Ed Fowler, all piled up in turn one.
That's what Dave Simons wants to see or not. I don't know. He had worked some track position there and caught the lead, and now there's smoke everywhere. Pace car driver is tired already. They might have to put some more gas in that pace car.
Yeah, someone give Elmo Langley another cup of coffee. But here, I got it called up here on the laptop, and we'll take a look at what happened to young Will Farmer, and pretty much all of Outsiders Racing gets tangled up in this.
Oh, bummer.
It's like the 108 and the 2 were racing each other going into one, and a bit of a late decision to go low there on the 108 part, and they all piled in. The 05, the 2, and I saw the 06 around. Yeah, the 06 slid to miss it. Wow, Bill Farmer barely missed his teammate Ed Fowler and goes for a power slide there. He should be okay. The 05 and the 2 car, though, those cars are going to be in trouble. with the race off pit road, and oh, that is that's a new one. Bit of beating and banging coming off pit road as cars tried to get sorted out there.
Yeah, very difficult pit road exit.
It's curved, it's narrow. I got Isaac Johnson checking in from Facebook. Thanks for checking in with us there, Isaac.
Oh boy,
He's
yeah,
off
I'm
at college.
looking at that. Yeah, he is. What's up, Isaac? A great driver, champion, and now doing some serious school. I don't know, man. I mean, dog was kind of down there low. That's just, I guess, a racing thing there. Hard for me to say there. I almost think he had that spot.
Yeah, I'm not gonna call it officially right here, but it looked like just
Oh no, we
Will
don't have
didn't
that kind of
yeah,
power.
exactly. Will just didn't expect him to be there, I
exactly.
think. Yeah.
I just don't think he's seen him, and but he was definitely down low there. So I'm sure neither one of them wanted that to happen. But these are all learning things. I mean, knowing when you're beat and knowing when you're almost beat, and maybe you should just take that second line. Hard to say, you know. Glad I don't have to make those decisions. I can just go blah blah blah. But
Yeah, Will Farmer checking in here on the YouTube chat too. Says rear end, frowny face. Looks like someone's got a frowny face. Yep, it's not pretty, Will, but I think you can stick it out. You'll be okay. Got
I'll be right
Jeff.
back.
Yep, Jeff Havoc checking in there. Says much better watching than causing cautions. Hey man, you're gonna get fixed up soon, and you'll be right back to your championship form there, buddy. Alright, we're about to go back to green, and Mark DeSenza has control of the race again. So Brad Otto, look at Brad Otto in second place. And yeah, Mark DeSenza's looking to check out. 91 of Ken Shea getting underneath 31. I think 31's on some older tires. In fact, Brad Otto's having oh, Dave Simon's around now in turn 2. That is just the Calamity Corner tonight, guys. We said it before, cautions breed cautions, and that certainly seems to be the case right now. So we'll take a look at what happened with the 0-2 of Dave Simons. He just got loose down on the bottom. Didn't hit anything too hard, I don't think. A little nose in, but he should be okay from that. And we are not even halfway.
wow, Dave Simon's around there.
Yeah, he was passing Brad Otto on the low side, and it just broke loose on him. I'm looking at his front end right now. See, it doesn't look all that bad. One of the few Dodges in the field tonight, the Murata.
Yeah, that's a sweet car, man.
He's got a similar paint scheme waiting for the Grand National 69 cars to run next week in the Black Friday 300. We're all gonna shake off our turkey comas and do 300 miles around 1970 Talladega and 1969 cars. I'm working on a Plymouth. That's what Ed Finley's painting tonight. He's painting some of his stuff.
Wow, we got Brad Dotto all the way up to the P2 there, but he almost loses it. Ken Shea gets by him, but here comes Lamb.
Dude, you're way behind.
Oh, I am behind here. Okay, sorry. Well, story of my life, I'll tell you. Nucky might come out for Dover.
Oh man, is that a threat?
Obviously looking for a response from you.
They know how I feel about Snooki.
Wow, the 2-car just... I don't know if he even has a wing left in the back there. Very, very bad. That thing's got to be looser than a goose.
You'll see from on board our sometimes partner Francis Dittman what the back of that 2-car is looking like. And like Will said, it's a frowny face.
Exactly. Cars with a little bit beating and banging, a little bit of damage, pretty much throughout this field. So these guys are still opportunities here.
Yeah, I forgot to charge you for a Miltism for being always behind. There we go.
There you go.
Chat demands it. I deliver. And
well, it's
we got
like
the 3-car taking us back to green.
I've got to get, a beer, and at the same time, I was looking at something, and then I forgot I was looking at something.
It happens. I've put the side-by-side up before. With the oh my god, we're back under caution again here at Rockingham Motor Speedway. North Carolina Motor Speedway in Rockingham. As cautions have bred yet another caution. I don't know what happened, but I will find it.
Bill Farmer's just getting going in the 06. Looks like we have a sorry from the 31.
Well, we'll go on board Bill Farmer and see what he saw.
Brad Auto has disconnected. 1, 2, 3, 4, United States Marine Corps.
I guess Brad feels that he got into the back of the 143.
And it looks like the 143 feels like that happened too, because I'm seeing. A little slow spin there for the 06. And hits the wall. Getting back going. These things don't turn too good at slow speed.
And they certainly don't turn right very well. That was a pretty hard hit as he tried to get it going. So that actually probably did more damage than the initial contact. In fact, I'm sure that it did, as I can see the hood crease. So, yeah, he's got a gap there between the hood and the fender, and that's really going to hurt.
Well, you get discombobulated. You don't really know where you are or how far the walls are, and you're trying to get going.
Well, I don't know what our caution count is yet, but I'm thinking it's about 9 or 10.
Well, yeah, Brandon definitely plays all the cool games for sure. Steve Weber has decided to park it. Big cactus.
Well, I am going to step aside and hand it over to you while we go to this restart.
From worst to best. Lights should be out on the pace car, and they are. Mark DeCenza from the rear, the front. Ken Shea, after losing it there in the lead, which I've seen him do that before, and then come back and win. Ryan Lamb up to P3 after not even making the start, getting black flagged at the start. Crazy intense. Never give up. Fourth place, Ryan Johnson. Nice steady drive. Low creep up here for Sam Young in P5. A lot of opportunity for guys that haven't won. Get a win here tonight. See how that 2 car does with major pushed in unhappy face damage. Francis Tittman looking in. Polo 143 of Bob Dixon slowing.
Nice.
Simon's going around.
Now you see, I did it again with the side-by-side. I forgot to advance the laptop to live.
Oh, wow.
But I've got ice cream now, so that makes up for it.
Attaboy.
Yeah, we'd like to let you pit and come get some tires, but we're eating ice cream.
These guys have seen each other before. 3 and then 91. Been a while since they raced against each other, so.
And it's impressive to take this much time off and come back, right out of the gate competitive like Ken Shea is tonight. So, gotta shake the rust off and shake off that spin early on.
Whatever it is, he's got it. And he just doesn't get phased. The hard charger. Reminds me a lot of that guy in P4 there, Sam Young.
Well, meanwhile, Ken Shea puts the 91 Super B back on point, and he's looking to bring Ryan Johnson with him, as Ryan and his teammate Mark DeCenza side by side down the front stretch. Ryan will get real conservative on the bottom, doesn't want to take his friend out. And Sam Young's looking to get a piece of this too in the 98 car.
Boy.
And they're working the high side, and you know that's Sam's territory. I should probably tell Sam that Don Butcher is watching, and that'll knock him off his game.
Hey, Don, what's up, girl?
Thanks for checking in, Don.
Great driver, winner in this league, and she can roll. Her and her hubby got a great construction company there in North Carolina. Greg, both of them, husband and wife winners, and raced for years, but their work business got so busy that she had to focus on that, and they're good at what they do. She sent me pictures of doing tile, and I've been doing tile for 35 years, and I'm like, girl, that's great work,
And we have a new leader, as Ken Shea just pulled down and let the 59 go on the front stretch. 59 picks up a lap lead now. And
how about that? Ryan Johnson just really chilling and feeling the race out and slowly starting to push the limits a little bit.
From a black flag, the second the green flag dropped, to the lead before halfway. That's patience for you.
Absolutely, and as a veteran, he knows that Rockingham is like that anyway, so I'm sure he was, not fazed by that. Losing a lap is another story. Then you get to worry, but the big cactus, Steve Weber, on the broadcast there. Tough luck, buddy. Winston Cup champion. And that was Pop Budweiser, for all you do. The king of beers. It's starting to get good here now, man.
It sure is. 98 was looking racy, as he's set his sights on the 91 car.
We haven't got that, long enough run to realize, like we had talked about at the beginning, how tire wear will affect this race.
We'll get a Sam's eye view of this battle for the top 3 positions. Once again, Sammy takes that kind of middle-high line, winds it off for 3 and 4, and closes the gap just a little bit.
So good at that. It's just, there's very few guys I've seen. And we have a caution. The caution is out. Tire marks hard into the turn 2 wall there.
Brandon Proctor checking in the YouTube chat there. Nice. Do you have a website? Yes, we do. It's fsbracing.com. Come on over, check us out, and apply anytime. We'd love to have you. And meanwhile, I've found the source of our caution here. It was the 2 car with his brownie-faced rear end. Will Farmer just lost it in turn 1.
Check out the archives. That's back when I was younger, man. I won some races. Brian Lamb in the 09 Penske car down pit road. Great. His still short racing career. He has just done so much, and he's a fiery competitor, and he has just worked at it and gets a great stop. Having to go around the 02, very difficult there. Battled to the line. He gets the 108 of Dog Palmer.
Yeah, see, Will Farmer just
oh boy,
used up more of whatever was left of that car. As he
that thing
spun around
like
and smacked it off the wall.
It's been through a washing machine.
It has been Hawaiian punched for sure. Another tough night, but yeah, these are the races you gotta have as you're new to the game, learning all these tracks, learning how to race. So there's no shame getting bit by Rockingham.
Look at how he qualified, how he ran early. Those are all things you piece together, and you analyze your race and work on it. And it's pro sim racing. These guys are pros. So, and these tracks are hard. Setups are not easy. It's not supposed to be easy. Friday Night Lights, baby. You have to work at it. Great jockeying of positioning here, and Besides, obviously we'd like to have less cautions, some green flag stops, and we still could. But still, there's just people are taking options, moving back, moving forward, battling. Gonna see what's gonna come down is who's going to be able to handle, have that focus and car control late in the race. Keep their car up front.
As I mentioned, the trend is when it gets caution happy like this, it's usually weighted to the front of the race. And about halfway, which we are now, we're at lap 80 of, taking the restart here on lap 80 of 158. So we're getting into that territory where the long green flag runs do start to come in.
I've been in that situation with the 91 before where you get that early spin and you dodge a bullet as we go green here. And it really, you learn from that. You realize that, but the thing is, though, is are you going to be scared of that same corner every time? Ken Shea is not. He's racing against this guy. He puts that stuff behind him and he just goes. Not going to be scared. Scared by a dog. Dan Jones had to have a little damage there earlier, but the Q branch has really worked on that car. Bring it back in one piece. Would you please, Dan?
Okay. Well, we got caution again.
We got a caution. This just keeps mixing up these options of should I pit? People are off sequence, so you see guys going from second to seventh and back and forth. Now what do I do? Do I pit? Looks like TG Reese is slowly getting going here.
I found what happened. 55 Evan Castle. He's way up high through 3 and 4.
He's got damage.
And then
that
he
car
comes
is
down.
Definitely a handful.
Comes down right in front of the 00, Francis Dittman, our sometimes broadcast partner, and the two of them make hard contact.
Buggity. Oh gosh, yeah, nowhere for Francis to go.
I have had exactly that happen to me before, while I was leading the race in a truck race once. Only my hit was much harder, and it sent me almost up into the catch fence. Yeah, indeed. Ed says we're getting a lot of use out of that pace car he painted, the Honor of the Veterans, or pace car he did up for Veterans Week this year at FSB. We just had Veterans Day last week.
Ed,
Plenty,
a veteran.
Ed himself a veteran. You know what? Why don't we go through the field and see? Let's see who I know is in this field.
John the Dog Palmer. Oh, sure.
Yeah, there's Dog right there in the 108 car, Air Force vet. I don't know about Bill Farmer. Bill might have been Army, maybe. Ed can probably straighten us out on that one. And the 05 of Ed Fowler, I know he was Army, as well as law enforcement. I don't know Dave Simons. We got Bill Dixon, another Air Force veteran, Vietnam era.
Bob Dixon, yep.
Yep. So, yep, he a veteran and a cancer ass kicker, as he gave us that great news about his prostate cancer last week.
Get that stuff out of me. I don't want that.
I don't know about T.G. Reese. It wouldn't surprise me based on his voice. Francis, I believe he's an Army veteran. I don't know T-Roy. Or Evan. I know Lamb wasn't. And there we go.
dog.
That's some Brandon Proctor there in the chat. National Guard vet. Thank you.
Thanks for your service. On the dog Palmer, what paralyzed from the waist down, uses hand controls. If you didn't know that, most people know that, but custom steering wheel, and he's just had a solid race tonight, just looming around that top 5, and gonna be happy with that. But he definitely wants to get on the podium.
I know who we missed. We missed Brad Otto, because he's already retired. But
U.S. Marines.
Yep, he still wears the Marines on that car quite proudly.
Do you feel dizzy? Do you feel faint?
Pace cars off. Ryan Johnson in the 59 Brothers Body and Paint Buick leads him back to the green.
Very, strange to see the 3 not dominating. Ebbing from 3rd to 7th, 2nd, leading a little bit, back. Showing you these guys, these pros here are for real. Let's see what the 3 do now. And he takes a look, and he gets down under the 007 and looks like he might make that pass, and he does. All those years watching the ski G there, Ken Shea get behind you. Ryan Johnson gets to experience that.
Dave Simons is looking to work his way back through the field as he's working all over the back bumper of the 05 car of Ed Fowler.
What we're seeing here, I think, is these cars out, when they get out front, they get really good air on the nose, just like we saw. If you guys were watching there, Brett Moffitt tonight won the truck championship, I believe. And cars and trucks, they get out front. The air on the nose definitely helps.
Ooh, Dave Simons just went hard right into the wall.
Yeah, that's multiple contacts for the 02 car. He's going to get his here. He's working into it. Ryan Johnson, Brothers Body and Paint. His son, champion, and also go-kart racer, and working to be an engineer. Going to college. Obviously very proud, but he's got these guys coming up on him real quick here. Mark DeCisis, let those tires warm up a little bit, and then now the 3 cars starting to come.
And now business is picking up for the 3.
And the caution is out, and somebody's on fire. Bob Dixon just getting out in front of the leaders there. Very precarious. Who is that on fire there?
Looked like the 53 of T.G. Reese.
T.G. Reese on fire. Come on, son, get out of that thing. Oh, the smoke is terrible there. That thing is blown up. He's going to have himself a Coke here after this.
Well, we'll see what happened here. Because he got it called up. He's following Will Farmer. And looks like, Will lost it. Caught 53 and hard to the inside wall. And then 55 and the 143 get a piece of it late. I think they expected the cars to move different ways. Oh, that's just Hard hits all over the place. Lots of damage.
Well, they extract him out of the car. It's still sitting there. The fire is out, so that's a good thing. Some of these guys, like Dave Simons, definitely might want to get that damage fixed. Let's see what happens here.
Yeah, it's a golden opportunity for the O2 car to fix that minor damage he probably took. But not the kind of thing that 53 was looking for, that's for sure. It's a tough night for him, tough night for the two. 143 has hit everything but the lottery tonight. Yeah, this track is, we say it's tough to the point where it sounds trite and contrived, but it's a tough track. And stuff like this will happen.
Troy Knoll getting some TV time to fireball Ford, and now he will pit. Out of P1, attaboy, great. Typical run for T-Roy. He's run with us we ran the 24 Hours of Le Mans and this year, and he ran a couple stints. Great job off the couch, and kept the car clean and had nice pace, and he's just a solid, smart driver. Knows his limitations and doesn't exceed them. Just runs the track and runs the best he can. And he got some wins here in FSB IndyCar back in the day, and a great friend too. Great to see him back on the track. He's going to get him some nice finish. Pitting out of P4 here, just doing what he does, and that is, drive the race car.
And we're back.
Re-pitted again, so he's back there with the dogs, and did get by there, so there he goes. A bunch of those cars in the back are got to be really loose with that damage. So just can't see not having a caution happening. This is going to be a fist fight here. And as usual, stay tuned for the end, because these races do not finish, boringly.
By a script, yeah.
Never.
Oh.
Gonna be good.
Yeah, Mark must have been setting himself up for some kind of strategy there, topping off.
Well, they do not miss a beat.
Either that or he got himself black flagged again, because he's notorious for that on pit road.
Well, he's also the admin, so he's got things he's got to deal with.
True.
Lucky dogs and stuff like that. Very difficult as a driver. Doug Palmer got another position up to 4th, and he's legitimately fast here. Last lap 24.8, best lap 24.6. Very solid. Great track position all night for the Tour Dog.
Yeah, he's definitely feeling it tonight. Great run for the 108.
Bark like a dog for me.
I'm gonna go put this ice cream away. I'll be back.
Ice cream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. Ice cream, Lieutenant Dan. Ryan Johnson suddenly, quietly, we're just not really talking about the Brothers Body and Paint car. But the air on the nose, he's getting busy, and he's, keeping the 91 of Ken Shea off him. This dude's a hard charger. We got the 9 of Ken Hansen in here. What's up, Ken?
Hey, Milty. Yeah, I was in the actual, the race channel there. I was watching the race inside, helping those guys out. Ryan and Dog there.
Definitely, late show up for you. It's not your night tonight, huh, bud?
Nah, just not my season, so not a big deal. I'm having fun though.
Absolutely, yeah. What do you think here, man? I mean, this thing's crazy. Got a little battle here up front here.
Yes, sir. How about that, Ryan Johnson? He's definitely nailing the laps right there.
Yeah, pretty much. He kind of drives like you and I do, where we're not great qualifiers, but we kind of try to run around the P5 and then move up. But now he's leading, and he's leading a stud here with Ken Shea, and we know this guy can roll, and they're putting some distance, and Ryan's putting the pedal to the metal here.
How about that Dog?
Absolutely. He's taking a look and gets back behind the 007. Well, you know this track well. You know these setups you made and collaborated on these a lot. If we get a long run here, what are the tendencies here for tire wear and how the car is going to handle?
They're going to use them up.
Yeah,
in short, yes, that's it.
At this point, there's nothing to say.
The harder you run, the crappier he gets.
Exactly, and if you push him, you knock the shiny off him at the start of the run, and at the end of the run,
he makes the pass. Great pass.
Yeah, good pass there into 1. But as the run goes on, it'll actually wear kind of loose off of 2, as you're struggling harder to make the car turn, and it'll start snapping around on you.
Oh, Ryan Johnson is not done yet.
Yeah, he says, "Excuse me, I believe that was my spot."
Well, that inside exit he just did there out of what is it? Turn 2. Very scary. That's where we've seen people spin and car scrapes the wall. Was that Marcus Sinza scraped the wall?
No, I think it was 05 of Ed Fowler.
Okay.
As the 3 gets around him. You see on our side-by-side, we're riding with the 3 car right now.
How you doing, Sean?
Doing pretty good. I was like, much better than Dave Simons is doing, I think he is done after that one.
That car has just gotten tighter and tighter and pushing and...
Oh.
That's
yeah,
a
just
hard
seen
leg.
it. Oh, yeah, I just seen it right now. I'm a little bit behind you guys.
Yeah, there's a natural delay and then
There was
an
no
extra one
caution.
added by Restream. No, there should be a caution for that. How was there no caution for that?
There's no caution for that. Oh my god. I mean, he was totally sideways in the middle of the truck. There's smoke and everything.
I think
Maybe he disconnected?
the flagman's arm is tired there.
No kidding, huh?
Oh, Ken Shea, the leader, scrapes the wall coming out of 2. Or, yeah.
Yeah, I was actually up there for. I would have came in earlier, but I was spotting for Ryan and Dog, and I was like, "You guys don't need my help anymore."
Yeah, so there's what happened to the O2. You just wiggled, chased it, wiggled, and just got away from him. Hardened to the outside, to the inside, and yeah, he came to a rest down on the bottom with no cars coming.
Sam Young down on the inside, gets by Dan Jones.
Yes, move the
And that
98
was
to
a
P3.
brutal hit.
The boss in the P3.
Yeah, he disconnected. That's why the caution didn't come out.
Well, also there was nobody coming. He was on the bottom of the track.
Boy! Wow, Dan Jones coming out. Wow, that exit early like that. It's giving these guys speed, but then they lose it coming down the straightaway. Mark DeCenza just really you see how he dominates so much. Back here with the air off the nose here, really struggling to even get a chance to run at these guys, or he's saving tires and waiting here.
I think he's got a plan. He knows what this place does to tires.
Absolutely. That's because then he, just as I say that, he creeps back up to the 007 and then backs off a little bit. Trying to keep the air on the nose, taking a little bit different line.
Yeah, we're coming up on 40 to go here. We're going to be in the window soon to make it on one more stop.
I wonder if we'll actually get a green flag stop.
That's what we're hoping.
That's what we're hoping for. And that's very tricky.
Ooh, as you see, he slides up the track. Almost collects the 007, but gathers it back up.
Ken Shea is just leaving these guys. He is taking it right to the wall. It just, in my 15 years at FSB, is one of the greatest I've seen at leading. When he gets in the lead, he just is a tiger, man. And you used to be where you get a guy like that, and he's going to use it up, but over time he also learned how to save tires at the same time of doing that.
Simultaneous passes here as Sammy moves the 98 to P2 around the 59, and the 3 takes care of the 007 finally, move himself to 4th.
And Sammy's also using all of the track. I mean, can't put a credit card between him and that wall. Look how he's using that, all the track. Very difficult at this track. And that separates the men from the boys here. Oh my gosh, 007 just creamed Ryan Johnson. That's got to be a caution right there.
No, we're still going. He kept it going straight.
Oh my God.
But yeah, that used up the right side of the 59 car. Let me back that up.
That's that same exit I'm talking about, where you're trying to get down low, coming out of turn 3 there, I think it is, or 4. And that track just flattens out on you, get loose, and just a place I probably wouldn't want to try to make a pass.
It's like off the exit of 2. Let's see what happened here. Yeah, Dan got loose and shot right back up into the 59, hammered him to the wall. So the 59 being there saved the 007, but just that's why we call him Hard Luck Ryan, because that's the sort of thing that happens to him. Another tough break for the 59 car.
Just devastating.
Yeah, where do you go for that? You don't know.
Well, at that point, he couldn't even see him coming. As far as he knew, the 007 was headed to the inside wall.
And you couldn't pick any lane there.
But, you're also looking at a track that's really hard to pass, so that's a pass opportunity if you can make the car stick. At this point, though, I wouldn't be looking at that. Sometimes, though, you commit to a line going in, and you can't come out high because there's a car on your outside, so you have to pick that lane. That's probably more where Dan was at there. He had to take that lane, and he was carrying too much speed.
I want to know if Ken can run away with this. Look at him go.
I think the 3 cars chipping a little bit into that lead every time.
Ken Shea, last lap 25.8. Best lap 24.6. Wow.
I wonder if he's saving some though for
25.5 for Mark DeCinza last lap. That's 0.3 of a second.
And he knocked 0.3 off there. Now he went from 2.17 to 1.930.
DeCinza another 25.6 last lap.
Yeah, he's pulling away.
25.9. He's coming.
Don't use them all up though.
Yeah, and they are going to have to stop one more time.
Money stop.
Yeah, well, Ken, I mean, everything's so discombobulated here. What number were you looking at as far as fuel run? Max fuel.
The furthest I could go. I always save tires there.
Or actually, it'd probably be more like tires, not fuel, because tires really.
That's the hardest thing, definitely.
Yeah, your tires are going to run out before your fuel.
You're definitely trying to save tires over fuel.
No, so what number are we looking at here?
God, I don't know.
I think you probably would want to run at about 40 laps.
I think one time I seen something like 45.
Yeah, so we're looking at 28 left, and
or 46.
We have cars pitting. 55, Evan Castle, none of the leaders, but 007 now pitting. Yep. 3 is pitting, so they're splitting it in half, just like you said. Dog is pitting. We got green flag stops here, folks. What's the leader going to do?
Should be the last stop.
Yeah, 26-1 for Ken Shea. So he needs to stop here. He's going to lose a ton of time if this stays green.
Yeah, with 28 to go, you're going to take 4 no matter how much fuel you're taking.
Here we go, Ken Shea. Down pit road, your leader. Wow. He's been on the couch for a while here, and he nails it. Down pit road, 45-mile-an-hour pit road speed, right on the button. Obviously, he's been working and preparing here. Super B. Come on, son. Great job. Right into his stall, nails it. The pit crew. Got to be 4 tires here as Dog leaves the pit road. Folks, that is not easy. You go from a hunt. Absolutely. Burns rubber coming out. Excellent stop for the 91 team.
And he's going to hold the lead.
Something about this guy, man. He's like a Danny Sullivan kind of guy, you know. Just needs that spin to fire him up a little bit and really get his focus.
I was a teammate with him at one time back in 2003, 2004, 5, right around there. And he definitely can hold his own.
Mark DeCinza right on his 6, so as they get by Francis Didman.
Solid thinking driver.
Yeah, absolutely. Man, yep. Shea held the lead, but
here comes Mark.
I'm sure Ken's saving some tires though, because he knows it comes down to the last 10 laps.
They could pretty much go to the floor here now, but they got nothing to save here. If the caution comes, then everybody's going to get tires anyway. So,
well, this is fixing to be a classic battle here.
24-6, 7-7 for Ken Shea last lap on 1 lap tires. Best lap 24-6-2-7. So Mark DeSouza 24-5 all over him. Great run for T-Roy up to P2 there, staying up an extra lap, but
Yeah, he's going to have to bring it in now and get those tires taken care of, and as does Bob Dixon. Bob Dixon inherited the lead that time by.
Sam Young did end up in P3, but he's a ways back there. Definitely, these two are the cream of the crop, and they've definitely nailed those pit stops.
And the 3 is looking underneath at the start-finish line into turn 1. He's got it. He's got the run.
Mama, there goes that man.
But 91's not just going to roll over either. 20 to go.
He don't. But a great job by him keeping that outside line, getting that side draft, and then getting back in line.
Yep, so with 20 laps to go, we've got number 3 car back in the lead and looking to seal this deal once again.
From the rear with the gear to the front.
I tried to follow him up there. Just wasn't working for me tonight. Yeah, he's got some of the best luck I've ever seen.
Oh, I've seen some bad luck from him too, but just not on Friday nights this year.
You mix that with skill and
Dangerous.
That's a dangerous cocktail right there. What's Ken Shea going to do here? What he's going to do is ride in line, plenty of time here. Complete veteran, all the tools.
But yeah, if Mark can close this out, he'll be looking at his 6th win of the season. And with 2 races left...
Thinking dominating is...
Yeah.
I've seen it before. I've raced against him for years. He's just so humble. Like, I don't like this kind of track. I don't like this kind of track. You know what, dude? I don't want to hear that. You won. You know?
Actually, you know what? This is going to clinch the championship for him tonight. If he can close this out.
Yeah, with Slim Jim Gately missing 2 races.
Yep, Slim Jim
And
Gately.
having issues tonight, too.
Yeah, Slim had his issues. Webb had issues tonight. Rick Wisconner is not here tonight. He was actually in second place.
That's the person I didn't get to hit tonight.
Yeah, you're going to have to wait on that.
We always have some good battles, though. Yeah, Rick.
This ain't over yet. Whoa, boy, the 91 using... You know, talk about it, Ken. When you're following like that, your line of sight is very limited. Still using up all the track like the 91 is doing there. It's going to be difficult.
He's got the advantage of the draft, though. Which means he doesn't have to drive that hard in the corners.
However, with air off the nose, you lose that front downforce and sometimes have to use a little more front tire, so it's a balancing act.
I always gain down the straightaways, give it up on the going into the corner, which wears the tires on the front the most.
Exactly.
I give up a lot going in, but I gain it back on the straightaways. And if you know how to do that, you can save tires.
Oh, of course.
But it's going to come down, if he's doing it right, it's going to come down to that last 2 laps, basically. If he's going to try to make any kind of moves, he's got to wait right till the very end. Don't show your hand until you're ready to go for it. You go too soon, you'll wear the right front right off.
And I've seen people do that many a time at this track, as these 2 leaders get set to deal with some lap traffic.
That's gonna make everything interesting. Let's see. I'm on a delay, so. Yeah, closed him right in though. And he probably wasn't even driving that hard. Ken it is.
Of course, and yeah, we're coming up on 10 to go here. And now's the time where you gotta start really thinking, what have I got left? What's he got left? And what can I do to get around this guy?
Yeah, really not a battle for the podium here, except for the leaders. Young by himself. Yeah, Joe's a great job in P4 there, and
yeah, Bill.
Yeah, Bill's actually the car that's on the move here. He got around Ryan Johnson.
Oh,
I was watching him on the laptop. He got around Ryan Johnson, then made quick work of the 007.
Way wide there. Obviously damaged. Just tough night, but great job for him. Just keep fighting, and you know, he knows what it could have been, but could have been just give up. But he's still battling.
Francis Dittman there in the 00 got a little loose in front of the 3 car. Probably a scary moment there, and it allowed the 91 to close that gap even further.
Great job for Francis, being on the couch for years and getting back into it. He was broadcasting with us, talking about, I just don't have the car control yet. Realizing as a pro, former Indy 500 winner here at FSB, I'm not ready yet. I don't want to cause a problem. And now you're seeing him slowly. This is difficult. As these guys go around, Ed Fowler there.
He's going to use him for a pick?
Wow, I mean, we got a battle here.
He's right up on him.
Here comes Ken Shea. You do not want, I've seen that before, and I've seen that guy go around me, and
he's not going to push the issue, but if he makes a mistake, he'll be all over.
Oh, well, you seen Slim and the 23 and the 3 go at it, and a lot of times, Slim is, scraping the wall. He's using it up here.
They get around the 59 lap car.
When Ken shows up, he's going to put a show on or wreck, one of the two, and that's what we love about him. I just love this guy. But, kissing on the wall there, we'll see how it goes. But we've seen the 23 and the 3 go, and they're teammates, but they still race. The way things have worked out, they really have, one guy's either better than the other. But tonight we're seeing this guy, 91, give him all he's got, but we're coming up on 1 to go, and he's got to get one more run here. Stay back a little, but he might have used that thing up. We'll see. Mark DeSouza is got the air on the nose, and we've seen it over.
White flag in the air. White flag in the air. Here we go. Got one more shot at him. 4 corners. What can he make work? Nothing. He's got nothing for him through 1 and 2.
You can't get close to him to even move him, It's not. Mark DeSouza is a stud. And he's going to clinch the championship here with the win.
There it is.
Great job.
Yeah, he didn't make it easy on him. That's good. And
great
he had
race.
to drive.
Absolutely.
So there you have it, folks. You have Mark DeRocket DeSenza locks down his 6th win of the season. locks down the championship.
Way to go, Mark.
Hell of a season. That's back-to-back championships in the Friday night Winston Cup series. I think only one other person's done that before. Can't remember his name.
Come on.
Well, you know, there was Damien Scott still.
Let's see.
And Shay just showing up.
Nice
and putting
job,
on the
dog.
show there.
Top 5, dog.
Absolutely.
Persistence. Just keep on going at it.
Ken Shay! What's up,
Ken,
buddy?
hell of a try, man. I mean, you were all over him.
Oh yeah, I try. Every time I race that guy, he has a better turn in 1 and 2, and I'll have a better one in 3 and 4, and vice versa. So I'll catch up, and I think I got him, and then it's like, then I fall back again.
Yeah, well, great run. Man, what a way to come off the couch and go out and put on a show. So welcome back, Ken. Great to see you. And great run tonight. As we'll run down the finishing order real quick while we round up the remainder of the top 3 here. We got, Mark DeRocket DeSenza once again locking up the 6th win of the season and clinching the championship. Ken Shea in the 91 in second. Bill Farmer surging after a couple spins early in the race to come back to round out our podium in P3. Great run for the 06.
How about that?
And my fellow Jersey native, that's Jersey Strong for you. Great run. Way to never give up there, Bill. My teammate Dan Jones in the 4 car had a bit of a rough night, but still comes home 4th. John the Dog Palmer sticks it out for 5th place in the 108 car. Great run rounding out your lead lap cars. Then Ed Fowler, he got caught up in a couple things there in the 05, but still brings it home 6th. Brian Johnson with that heavily damaged right side brings it home 7th. T-Roy, Troy Null, also coming back tonight. Brings it home top 10, 8th place. Good run for the 17 coming back tonight. Bob Dixon in the 143 in 9th, and then your top 10 rounded out with Francis the Bandit Dittman in the 00 Dairy Queen car. Sam Young was looking in contention for the win for the rest of the race, and then somehow ended up 4 laps down. I don't know what happened to Sammy. That might have been some pit road issues. I'll have to check with him later, or check the replay. And then, the rest of the field's all retired. Evan Castle, Dave Simons, T.G. Reese, Will Farmer in 15th with that car that was, as he put it, had a frowny face on the back. Brian Lamb, trouble on the start, comes home 16th. And there's your quick look at your win screen there. And I believe we have our top 3 rounded up, so take it away, Milty.
Wow, Mark, dude, man, from the rear, in the rear with the gear to P1, didn't even qualify or wrecked it in qualifying. I don't know what happened there, but, man, just solid job. Once you got up front there, that guy in that 91, he's a thinking stud, man, and you held him off, but great racing battle there. How was your race, bro?
Eventful. I had a pretty good race. I got a black flag like I normally do, and again thought that was going to do me, but got a couple breaks, and I'm new to 91 was there. I knew if I made a mistake, he'd pounce right on and went by. So it's nice to see him back. He's one of the top runners. So, but all in all, it's a pretty good race.
Absolutely great run there, and so with qualifying, did you intentionally skip, or did you have some problem?
I wrecked on the first lap going into turn 1.
First lap, okay.
Yeah, which I didn't really want to do here, but hey, what are you gonna do?
You know what? You always make it work.
No, I don't feel bad.
At least.
No, I don't feel bad because I told you I wasn't good to qualify.
Well, Ken, wow, man, great to see you, bro. Have you been racing? You've been sitting on the couch doing live. but whatever, man. You showed up and you were prepared, and great pit stops and battle in there. Except for that one spin, man, it just got around on you. But you did a great save there and gathered it up. That had to get your attention.
Yeah, I had an opportunity to race tonight, so I hooked everything all up and tried to make it. It's been a while since I've raced.
Wow.
There wasn't too many cobwebs.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you shook them off real quick.
But that, what was that, turn 2, I think it was? Or
Yeah, spun it off 2.
Where he came off 2 there and just caught that kind of where it flattens out right there and was around, but great stab there on the brakes and a little bit of damage, I think, scraping the wall, but I was like, now this guy, I was telling the fans that now this guy's going to really focus because he found the limit and he's going to be, now he knows right where it is.
Yeah, like I told him on the radio, I said I should have spun in practice a little bit more. I would have known what was going on.
Exactly.
And then Mark didn't give us the advice until later and said, let it go a few laps. Oh, okay.
Well, good
Bill,
job.
baby.
Welcome back, Ken. And Bill, man, you just came charging back from a bunch of problems
on the
there.
podium, bud.
Yeah, I was dodging a lot of wrecks all night. It was a case of just staying out of trouble for a long time, you know.
Well, you sure did a good job of it. There were several times I thought those wrecks were gonna do you in, but I guess you just never hit hard enough to take serious damage.
Yeah, I spun missing about 5 different wrecks, and I actually hit the wall one time and put a fair amount of damage on it, and that I was okay for the first 10 laps, and then as soon as the tires wore down, then I was just losing a little bit of time. But it was a fun race. That track was real slippery on the starts, so I think everybody had a little bit of a problem with that.
That's the way Rockingham goes.
Yeah, typical. Yep.
Yep.
But yeah, great job, great recovery, way to stick with it, and yeah, you got yourself a podium. I think that's the first time we've pulled you up here on a Friday night.
Awesome job, Bill. Good job, man.
Thank you very much. Yeah, it's been a while.
Good job, Bill.
The Old Bridge Militia Foundation car finally got to the podium.
Yep, it was Jersey strong tonight.
Let's face it, I kind of backed in here because I think Sam had a problem with the computer, but I'll take it.
Hey, that's racing.
Got to be there to get what you get. You got to be there.
So. Yeah, absolutely.
You had to get around the 59 and the 007. I know that they both had heavy damage from a couple of hard contacts, too. So, yeah, good job. Again, thanks again for coming up as always and helping me out here.
Glad to see you back, Ken.
Good to see you back, Ken.
Yeah,
I had to be on my toes in last laps, believe me.
I love watching you race, man.
Yeah,
thanks. Put on a show every time.
Thanks to our podium finishers here, Mark DeSenza, Ken Shea, and Bill Farmer for joining us up here in the booth for the post-race show. Thanks, as always, to my partner, Milt Minter, for broadcasting with me. Always a pleasure, Milty. And so that should wrap us up for Rockingham. And also congrats on the championship, Mark. That definitely locks it in. I looked at the points. And I'll catch you guys
Great job, Mark.
next 2 weeks to close this out, and then we'll go into the off-season. So for Milt Minter Jr., I'm Sean Reap, signing off for FSB Racing Live.